Hi, everyone. It's Betty Ray again. I'm checking to see that my microphone is up since I'm back again. I just did 30 Days to Happiness, day 14. And Raphael came through, and there's such joy in me because when Raphael comes through, there I'm filled with such amazing joy and peace and harmony that I want to share it with you. And so I've decided to let Raphael come through again in a special video. And since it's live, I'm hoping that some of you are paying attention after the video that we did with the 30 days, and some of you will come through and ask Raphael a question. And so we'll have to set up a time when you can ask Raphael a question. And even though every Tuesday at noon, we have a radio show on W4WN Radio where you can ask questions, but the chat room is closed down because there are so many angry people out there that they were just sending terrible things to the different hosts that they have on the radio station, that they had to protect their hosts and they had to shut it down. But now I'm getting the questions at least from each time, and I can follow up the following week. But I want to address some of those questions now. And some of those questions were really very, very right on point. And people have asked me, how do I go into that trance state? How do I do that? And I would like to share with you how to do that for a few moments. And then I will bring through the Archangel Raphael. So hopefully, if you're watching, you can ask questions. And if not, email those questions to me at angelbettyray@gmail.com. Very simple, angelbettyray@gmail.com. And we will be more than happy to set up a time. And in fact, we need to do it probably daily, even though that's quite a crimp in my schedule. And I've been so footloose and fancy free in my retirement that I've been able to just sleep in late if I want to and have no really obligations. But we've already made the commitment for the 30 Days to Happiness, and we are almost halfway through on that. And we'd like to continue with it because all of these ideas are abstract. They're just air. they're nothing until you put it in your mind and you decide you are going to change your life and going to use these ideas. Because what you focus on becomes your tomorrow. What you focus on today becomes your tomorrow. And if you want a happy tomorrow, focus on being happy today and it will take care of itself. Now, you can't go looking for trouble. And so many people say, well, look at the world today. Look what's going on. Look at what's happening with the military being called in for peaceful protesters. Look at this, look at that. Yep, you can, and it'll totally spoil your day. Instead, send angels to look at that. Say, thank you, God. Send an army of angels to protect those moms, the line of moms, the line of dads, and the line of the veterans to say, we have a right to protest. Those are the things that are in your face right now. You're just smacked with it. If you're watching the news at all, it's like, oh my God. And you're saying, oh my God, is that God is going to do something about it? Not unless you set it in motion. Do you know that? You are a co-creator with God. You can set that into motion. You can image in your mind an army of angels hovering over and protecting any of those peaceful protesters. You can send an army of angels to surround Donald Trump and to make him think differently, to raise him up, to make this an experience that his soul gains good knowledge in this lifetime. Not all this junk that he's doing, selling beans on the presidential desk. I couldn't believe that when I saw it. All I could do was laugh. And it is good to laugh. You have to laugh at the ridiculousness of some of the things that are going on in this world. And so, with the joy in my heart, I will now, as the question is, how do I get to that state? Well, I do that by almost going to sleep. And I do that by doing abdominal breathing and relaxing my body to the point where I almost fall asleep, but with the intent of allowing the archangel to take over my spirit. In other words, I allow my spirit to rise from my body and just kind of hover right over here on the right hand side of my brain. And then it's hovered there, and Raphael ascends and goes into my spirit, my body. And then Raphael's voice speaks through me. Raphael's eyes look at you. And so, dear ones, I will do that now. And hopefully, you will spread the word that Raphael is here to uplift and inspire and to help you to be all you've come here to be. So, give me a moment. We are Raphael, and we are glad to be welcomed back to Ray, to be able to use her voice and her beautiful body to speak with you this day. Be at peace, dear souls. Do not be frightened of this thing called channeling. Many are doing it. We have many who are our voice in this world. You can go on YouTube and find many people who are bringing forth our messages. There are other archangels also that have found channels. We are here to lift up your world out of the darkness and the doom and the gloom, and to raise up the consciousness so that each of you can experience pure love and pure joy. For that is what God is. God doesn't give it to you, it's already within you. You would not exist if it was not the breath of God that is joy within you. You have to awaken to it. It is so important that you understand it is your free will and your choice to be aligned with the voice of God within you. And what is it? But the inspirations to do good, the inspirations to follow those 30 days to happiness, the inspiration to smile when you feel like tears are coming, when you encourage another person when you are really in need of encouragement from them, when you take yourself out of the picture and you instead put God in. And then the whole world changes for you and your heart is filled with joy. And we are here to give you that joy, to lift you up, and to tell you you are a divine being of light. You are powerful, dear ones. You are powerful creators with God. That's why you came into this planet called Earth. That's why you are here at this particular time during this pandemic to help to bring healing to the planet and to each individual. And to those who choose to exit the planet through the pandemic, they are well cared for on the other side. Some of them, through the trauma of their exiting, have been put into a spiritual, should we say hospital, but it's more like a peaceful place in an imaginary earth beyond this dimension. They are allowed to be free of even memories of the trauma that they went through, and that's the whole idea of it. When you pass from this world, you go to another world, a world of a perfect earth, a world of perfect happiness and joy. And that is why it is called heaven. Every person has the opportunity to go there. There is a between world. And we do not mean to frighten you when we say this, but we can assure you there is no hell, as most people imagine, that you have a choice between heaven or hell. No, that is not true. There is no hell, but there is a between world. And in that between world, there are 7 dimensions or 7 levels. And the reason for that is as each person passes over, some of them get stuck between this physical world that you are in now and this next physical world that you can go to. And that dimension, that energy will hold you because you cannot let go of a person, place, or thing in your physical world. This is why it is so important for you to be realizing that you are a creator, but you have no right to create for another human being. It is not your choice. That's where free will comes in. You can influence others. You can dictate to others what you desire them to do. And if they don't do what you desire them to do, you can fire them. And we know who we are speaking. But that is not what happens in the next world. In the next world, there are different levels so that each soul, according to their wisdom and development, can be with other souls of like mind. And so we say unto you, be at peace, dear ones. There is so much more to life in the physical and the dimensions beyond than you can even begin to imagine. There are those who have been exploring those other worlds, and you can find it on the internet. And that is Bob Monroe. He has done out of body work where he goes to those different dimensions and has written about them. So you can go look that up. So when people have asked, how do you get to this state that Ray is in right now to really let go of her spirit and allow it to hover beside us so that we, the spirit of an archangel, and we have that title given to us by humans, not by God. There is no hierarchy. There is no one who is greater than or lesser than. That's the human perspective. For there is always a labeling and a leveling, putting people higher and higher and higher with God at the top. That is not so. There is no greater or lesser. We are no greater or lesser. You have given us that title. God has not. And so we say to you, we have become a voice of God through Ray. We use her vocal cords. We use her intellect. We use her vocabulary. And oftentimes we stumble for words that are not in her vocabulary, and we do find them. But we use her voice and her mind to help us get these messages to you. We offer to you an opportunity to discover who you are and why you're here. And we say to you, do not hesitate to call upon Ray, as we will answer that call. And you can receive messages directly from us as we are speaking through Ray right now. And so Ray will give you that information and tell you that you are welcome to come and speak with us. And we will be more than happy to give you a private message. It is our delight to be of service to all humans upon the planet, for we are called the healing angel. And that means that our purpose, as designed by God, is to send healing to your planet. And to do that, we have to send healing not to your physical body, but to your soul body, so that when you return to this next dimension, you will be happy that all you have accomplished in this lifetime is good. And so you will be given an opportunity to review your life when you are ready to shed the physical body you are wearing. And your spirit body, which looks exactly like your physical body, it ascends and it goes through what's called the vortex of ascension. It's like it's like a tunnel that helps to scrub away all your attachments to the physical world. And it has been described of having a light at the end of the tunnel. And that's what that is about. It is called the vortex of ascension. It helps you to let go of your physical world and to go into the next world free of any attachments. And that includes people, and that includes your plans, that includes all the things that you hated to leave behind. And then again, we say there are those who cannot leave behind and they get stuck in what we call the between world. But it is not forever and ever. It is not hell. It is not purgatory. It is simply a transitional state. And angels are watching and guiding and always available when you are ready. If you are there in the between world or your loved one is, they are always ready to turn you toward the light and to release you from that entanglement with what you left behind on planet Earth. And so, dear ones, rejoice in this day. And as Ray said earlier in her 30 Days to Happiness, put a smile on your face. And it may be a false smile in the beginning, but after a while, that smile will melt into your heart, and your heart will bloom with the joy of peace and harmony. For we are here to bring that to you. We are here to say, open your mind and your heart and your soul to the divine wisdom that is there for you. And we say to you this day, be at peace and know you are safe and you are well loved and well watched over. Angels surround you and will always be at your beck and call. And so we leave you with that and return you to Ray. All right, I'm back. Oh, I'm so glad I came to give you this message from Raphael. And indeed, I will try to do this more often because the world certainly needs this archangel's joy and peace and harmony so that you can bring it into your own heart and you can begin to see that you are the creator of your world. So put on a smile and look for the good in your life and then increase that good by showing compassion and caring for your fellow human beings. And so we say, have a wonderful day and we'll be back. Until then, God bless you.